Hello and welcome. It is Bio here. So, yeah, I'm sure you guys will get a kick out of the title of the live stream, but you know what? It ain't a lie. It is the truth, straight up. I've not played a game that has more cheaters than this one, so but yeah, it's just me and Kurt here. For now, I don't believe anybody can actually hear him or anybody else. I just never set it up that way because, you know, like all my friends do, cuss and this, that, and the other. So it's sort of, it's like I try to minimize everything. So, because I try to keep the channel mostly PG unless it's obviously a rated mature game. But then again, it's like, personally, so personally for me, it's like the games are the games. That's one thing, so. But yeah, so I believe I have that. Yeah, license audio is muted. Okay, so yeah, music is muted. The license crap at least. So we're good on that. Yeah, I tell you what though, freaking lately, me and Kurt's been playing lately, and I tell you what, there's, man, there's just a certain amount of people that just don't miss anything at all. It's like, you'll see these crazy shots, and it's like you're not getting lucky because there's no way there's this many people just getting that lucky every single game. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't happening. So, you know, yeah, it's sort of obvious if you play Fortnite long enough, or Cheaternite, you play it long enough, you'll see the differences on, a fair player versus like a straight up cheater. It's very noticeable. It looks good for me and Kurt, and basically everybody that I know, because I've helped, point out some of the. Look at that! Look at that! You didn't freaking miss. Like, dude, come on now. I hit him. He didn't miss not one shot when he shot at me. The only shots he would have missed is just on the wall. Kurt, I hit that guy too. Oh, you're getting pickaxed by the doctor. Well, not the doctor, but the scientist. He's outside. No, he's not. Okay, the scientist must went outside or something. Now I'll even adjust my settings so they're slower, but not like by a lot, obviously. Just sort of. We'll do this. I'll show you. We'll go to a more manageable speed, and you'll see what I mean. Let's see. No, you're fine. Go down to that. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So let me make sure. See, here's the funny thing about this too. So replays, you can have these on if you're on like PS5 or Series X or something, but on a last gen systems, they actually recommend you to turn them off. I can't even call it. It's just how glitchy the game is when it comes to like settings. I'm not sure those are bots. Ow, look at that. Look at how fast he turns and just hits it. See, that's what I don't understand. And they go by anonymous, and you know, a lot of these shooters will either go by anonymous or just a, you know, normal name or something. But you can usually tell the difference because, you know, there's too many people that'll sit there and try to say, "Oh, well, I got I just, it's called flicking it. You know, flick it. With a stick? You're gonna flick with a stick, you can move like a half a centimeter? How do you flick like that with something like that? Come on now. Whatever. Flick. The only way you're doing that is if you crank up your settings really high. But problem with that is according to Epic Games and every game developer to ever exist, when you do that, you tend to miss more. Because they make it that way. So there's that. Now, I'm just doing, you know, this live stream for now, part one. Just kind of, you know, showing everybody, you know what I mean, like how, you know, the lobbies I get into and stuff, and it's like, wait a minute, like, there's no way these people are playing fair. And you'll notice that, you know, these people almost never miss. I want to do this because also if, you know, anybody decides to try to sue Epic Games, or if we try to sue them or anything, at least there's more and more proof that they're clearly not doing anything about it, obviously, and that, you know, it's legitimately happening. Because it seems like no matter how many people you report, it's like Epic don't care. They just milk this game, you know, for the money. And I'll even throw out some examples. So, make sure this is set up real quick. Correctly. 16, yep. Okay, so they came out with The Simpsons, which is kind of friggin' obvious that, you know, people are going to buy it, obviously. And then you have, well, then you also have the sidekicks. Obviously a money grab because they know that kids are going to buy them, clearly. And it's funny, too, because it's not funny that they're doing that to kids. It's just funny in the sense of, you know, people sit there and try to defend Epic Games. You know what I mean? It's like some people try to do that, and it's like, well, then explain why they put sidekicks in here and they're charging a very high premium for the freaking things. Explain that one. Because some of them are, well, I don't even think I've seen any of the sidekicks under like 1,200 V-Bucks. I think every one of them that I seen was like 1,500. And I think I might have seen like one or two that was like 1,200. So that's $10 for, yeah, it's like, it's $10 just to freaking get a daggone, you know, just to get one. Just one. And actually it costs more than that because technically it's about 15. Because $10, that's only, well, I mean, I guess it depends on how you look at it. You can't just buy, you know, a few hundred V-Bucks, right? Like you have to buy 1,000 V-Bucks minimum. And I mean, yeah, you can buy like, you know, that one where it's like $5 for like, you know, 600 V-Bucks, but that still proves my point that it'd be $15. But the whole point of it is the fact that when you look at it, it's like $8.99, right, for just 1,000 V-Bucks. So then you got to come up with another 200 to 500 just to get a sidekick. Just to get a sidekick. That doesn't make any sense. It costs that much to get something that literally walks next to you and does nothing? Like, am I missing something? That doesn't make any sense to do that. Like, why come out with it in the first place if you're not trying to do it as a money grab? I don't even. I mean, I have one, but that's only because they gave everybody one for free, or at least most people. But the thing that I've noticed is, guess what? I don't even use one. Kurt does, but that's only because they hide. Apparently other people can't see them, but they can because let's say Kirk gets eliminated, and he's watching me. I'm pretty sure I don't know if it works that way exactly, but I know that if he gets eliminated and it's just him, he can see other people's dogs. So it's not exactly how they say it is, because they try to claim that 100% nobody outside of your teammates or you could see your sidekick. So it's not quite completely true. Because if you get eliminated, you can see the other person's friggin'... Yeah. You can see it. It's there. But the point of it is the fact that they're clearly using it as a money grab. And they're doing it because they know kids will buy all their sidekicks. But, it's funny because... And not that part of it or nothing, but... Something else that's funny is the fact that they unbanned almost all cheaters. So explain why you would do that. And not only that, but they call it the second chance. And it's like, wait a minute, you gave them a second chance. Because I'm pretty sure that, they already knew that if they cheated, they would get banned. The only reason why they unban almost all cheaters is so they can make money again. Because they were not making a whole lot of money for quite a bit of time, and well, you unban all these cheaters, and cheaters are sitting there buying stuff. I'm just saying, but you tend to make money off of that. It's like they might be cheating, but at least you're making money, huh? That's what Epic Games cares about. As long as they're making that money, they don't care about cheaters. Because there's no way that you're gonna fight, for... There's no way you're gonna play Fortnite for freaking hours at a time and have, like, out of all those hours, like, every game or every other game where people just don't seem to miss. And it's not just, it's not everybody. But there's a lot of them. That's kind of the problem. And it's like, okay, so what settings are you using to shoot me from all the way up there and never miss a shot? From where I'm standing right down here. And they could be up there. Here, let's point out the obvious here. Let's shoot at this guy. Oh wow, that's PC. But he must have took fall damage, I guess. I don't freaking know. I figured he would have just turned around and ding 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 ding. Because that's usually what they do. And that's the truth. That is usually what the heck they do too. Yeah. But yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I'll take those. 3. But yeah, I mean, it's just wild. Yeah, I don't think they can hear you. As far as I'm aware, I don't believe they can. I don't have it set up that way, but... Hey. Isn't Krusty over here? Or is that random? Where they just spawn? Because I fought Krusty right here and got that pistol, so... And I... take your gun. Your card. Okay, oh yeah, it's right here. Now we can see the next circle. That got it. Look at that. Don't miss. Let's see how many shots he actually misses. Yeah, his teammate showed up. He's over by where I was whenever I used gas here. Oh, now I got somebody else shooting at me. That's a whole nother team. Ah, your card slid all the way down there. You're seriously not going to camp that card, are you? Fucking is, too. Are you fucking serious right now? Yeah, if I could freaking hit this guy. Did my bot just kill the other one? No, he didn't. Look at that. Look at that. He's not even aiming. You can't aim. And he just hit every shot. Hey, he don't miss. He shot away from me on that second one and still hit me. Yeah, no, it don't shoot that fast either. That Ranger shotgun, no. But is that the shotgun he's got though? Cause I thought he had a tac. Yeah, he's got a green tac. But see, look, he used the SMG. Now you gotta remember when you impulse and you impulse up in the air, you can't hit every one of those shots like he did. Hey, no freaking way, dude. You can't aim. You literally can't aim when you're going to tell me he's just hitting all them shots? I really doubt that. Not without cheating. Here, let's try this. We'll go with some known settings that everybody and their mama knows. Then everybody knows they're good. These are settings that everybody knows. 510, 1717, 5060, on. 16, 16, 6, 6. Yep. Now these are some known settings. Ah, that had to hurt. Freaking donut hit him while he was sitting there reviving. Oh, it hit him again. I think somebody else is actually shooting at him now. No, he got hit like twice with the donuts. But I think he got shot too. Is it me or is he getting a little too much from those? All of a sudden started getting okay, I think that's normal. But yeah, it's weird. Oh, I think the vehicle blew up behind him too. Now, how did you just one-hit donuts? I can't even one hit a donut. I gotta sit there and hit it, hit it, hit it. He's hitting her one hitting donuts like they're tires. And they're going flat. One hit. I bet he wins. Jack, there's only 4 of them total, so it's gotta be it's what, a 2v1v1? Are they gonna call it? Well, they gotta be chasing him somehow, because there's a reboot van right there, and I don't know. I don't think they're chasing him, but now it's a 2v... Is it a 2v1? Come on, you daggone thing. Let's pop up the frickin' there, though. Yeah, it's a 2v1. No, it's probably ticking for more. I didn't see it. Yeah, it's ticking for 5. I bet he wins. Unless they're freaking cheating too, because there's only a certain amount of people in each match that sit there and just can't miss and do some of the easiest stuff that you're like, wait a minute, that ain't possible. I mean, like this guy, Impulse, look straight down and hit like every shot on me with an SMG when you can't aim. Like, right in the storm. Yeah, I don't know, I don't see the other guy. No, it's a 2v1. And I don't see how he could have dropped. Yeah, he didn't drop the other guy, no. Well, I think they're just trying to make it fair since it's a 2v1, just kind of do a 1v1. I mean, heck, they don't never do that to us, but I mean, we try to do that sometimes. It's like, well, if there's 3 of us and there's 1 of them, it's like, we'll just do a 1v1. One of us gets smacked and the other one goes in. If they get smacked, then the other one goes in. If we lose at that point, oh well. At least it was fair. At least it was fair and honorable. But yeah, see, you can see this guy's sidekick for, but if you read it, it says you cannot see them at all. Period. But yet, you can see this guy's freaking sidekick, like, How do you explain that one then? Shouldn't matter if you're eliminated or not, because it doesn't say anything about that. It just says that you can never see them. It doesn't say anything about, oh yeah, when you're eliminated, you can see the other people's crap. It don't say nothing like that. Like I told you, Kurt, I think this guy's going to win. I mean, when he impulses straight up in the air and doesn't miss SMG shots at all. Look at that. Look at that. Not missing. Yeah, but he don't miss anything. And see, I don't think Epic Games quite understand. Just because some of these people are missing some shots, don't mean they're not using aimbot. Because they're missing on purpose. I mean, it's just obvious because it's like, when you look at it and, ow, headshot. Yeah, that had to have been a headshot, but I don't know. What did it say he got him with? Because he's got a hunting rifle, AR, and a shotgun. Already? Oh, so you're just... Huh. Yeah. It's only the last game for like 10 minutes. Because once you're done doing all that, I mean, it ain't gonna take very long to do all that, so. But once you're done doing all that, I mean, you'll obviously be right back on, so. Is there another guy in there? I got the one guy that was in there. Can't beat him, join him. Or so you think. Or so you think. Now, Kurt, what do you think we're going to be able to do when they're not going to miss any shots? I can literally call it before it happens when it comes to this game. These guys are going to be those that ain't going to miss any shots. And it's not because of all the build. But you'll see. Well, I knocked one because apparently he didn't have shield, so I guess we got kind of lucky on that one. These guys pulling up aren't going to miss nothing, though. Them guys pulling up here. We'll just get out of here. Look at that. Oh, I knew it. I'm sitting there flying at 100 mile an hour. They shoot me right in the air. But somehow that makes sense. Aimbot. It's like, oh yeah, I know you used a shockwave grenade. I'm behind this. How are you still hitting me? I'm literally behind the frickin' wall. Look at that. Come on now. Dude was still hitting me around the corner. And Epic thinks that nobody's cheating, huh? Okay. Nobody's cheating. They could just walk, they could just shoot around corners. That's just a thing that you could do now. This game is not called Fortnite, it's called Wanted Weapons of Fate. Came out, if I remember correctly, back in 2009. But wait, no, that can't be right. This game is called Fortnite. Am I missing something here? I don't even see. Oh, that's probably the same people that kept fucking shooting me around the corner. Yeah, oh no, they don't miss. But to just buy you back in. Look at that. I'm getting hit. Look, watch. I'll get hit again. Oh, come on now. He's mad. He's mad. Oh, yes. Aimbot down. And I say aimbot down because I don't know if anybody noticed, but I was flying at like 100 miles an hour and he just still somehow hit me with the shot. Like, what? There you go, Kurt. Nope, guy over here. I think he's in this bush. Maybe not. But he was right there a second ago. Ow, look at that. Not missing. Not freaking missing. I love how they don't miss. Dude, I told you. Look at that, everybody. Kirk's in the car, driving around, and they're hitting every shot on him. Hitting every freaking shot at him, and Epic won't do nothing about none of these cheaters, though. Oh no, it's okay. They're perfectly fine with, you know, people cheating on this game because their anti-cheat system sucks. Their anti-cheat system sucks, and it's pretty easy to get around it too. Yeah, they don't miss. And it's funny too, because it's like, okay, some of these people just don't seem to miss, but yet, you know, Epic just doesn't think they're cheating or something, because I hit him for 18. Huh. Yeah. We'll go around. Yeah. Yeah, you're fine. There's only 3 people left anyways. Alright. Wait a minute, it says there's 4 teams, Kurt. So 2. Yeah. Which they probably will. They probably will. Yeah, they're fighting right there. Swallow that one, Kurt. $31. And he's hitting everything. Look at that. Don't miss or nothing. No matter how fast I'm running, they can somehow hit every shot. So they're not using slow settings when it comes to aim. Because I know a lot of people sit there and use slow aim settings, but there's no way that's slow aim settings. Oh yeah, he's a cheater. $99. What? That was... What? I put up a wall and he edited through it. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, you're fine. There's another cheater. Look, he's hitting all the shots on that guy. Look at that. Come on now. You don't need... Ain't no freaking way, dude. Look at that. Look at that. See, when he instantly turned around like that, he instantly looked directly at the person. There's no way that he's playing fair. You don't just instantly turn around and just get that lucky when you're turning that fast. You're turning that fast, there's no way you're going to be that accurate. And that perfect. Ain't going to happen. Man, it's ridiculous. Too many cheaters on this game. Wait for it. He's going to hit every shot on him. How is it a suppressed shotgun? $106, huh? Look at that. No way you're playing fair, dude. But see, this is the kind of crap me and Kurt's got to deal with all the time. It's like, dude, you know they're not playing fair. I mean, obviously. But yet, Epic won't do nothing. And that's the bad part, because that's how you know that there's just a money grab game anymore. Let me show you something. Come here to the shop. Let's see. Wow, really? So they got a tighty-whitey Homer, huh? Look at that. So not only you get Homer Simpson in the Battle Pass, but now they had to re-release him again in the freaking item shop just so what? But I bet they won't put Marge in there. But I want to show you something. Check this out. Look at this. So there's a Fortnite drop. Yeah, teacup, cheap up, 1,200. And then the other thing is the shoes, because that's at least $10 for a shoe. That's just pointless, and the only people that normally buy them are kids. Same with the sidekicks. Let's see here. Oh, what are you running off to? Huh? Turd. Okay, so let's check here. So let's see, where are... Wow, did they take them out? All of a sudden they took them out, huh? So the only one they got in there right now is that one, essentially. That's weird. So they took out the sidekicks, except for the one to put in other stuff, because they don't even have very many shoes in here either at the moment. Not like they normally do. Well, look at that. That's $20 for that. $20 or more. So for anybody that didn't buy the $10 battle pass, here, we'll charge you $20 for just the skin. The one skin. It's ridiculous, dude. These are actually Leshy's old school freaking Expo settings, but I figured I'd set it to that. And then I also turned off the replays just in case anybody seems, what the heck? In case anybody does seem to think, well, you know, those can affect it. Well, not normally on PS5 and Series X, it don't. So, but there's also the fact that I also have low input latency mode on. Now, I was playing at 120 FPS, but there ain't no point because it don't make a difference. It really don't. Like, you can do 120 all day long, and it's still, you know. But here's something that I noticed, though. Even 120 FPS mode still isn't solid like the 60 FPS mode is. So I have show FPS on so you can see where, like, it just never moves. It's just straight up a solid 60 versus, you know, if I did turn on 120, if I got the other screen and put on 120, you would notice that it's kind of all over the place. But you know, it's not really all over the place. It's just kind of up, down, up, down, up, down. And it's not like, because when I say all over the place, you guys are probably thinking, oh, it's going down to like 80, 90, 100, 120. No, it's not like that. So it's like sort of how if you play on the PS4 or Xbox One, how the FPS is, like trying to do 60 on it, it's basically like that. So it might drop, you know, a frame or two, or maybe even, you know, I don't usually drop any three. It's usually maybe a frame or two, but it's not like it's not real bad or anything. But the point is a solid 60 is probably still going to be better because you'll get a smoother result in the sense of, well, one, latency, and two, you'll get a smoother result in the sense of motion because when you turn, there won't be any judder of any kind. Because if a solid 60, there's probably not going to be any judder. Now, if you have a variable 120, there could be judder, just like if you play God of War Ragnarok. It's the same way. Solid 60, no judder. 120, when it's doing like 80, 90 and stuff, you'll see all that judder. So, yeah. Yeah, so whenever something is variable like that, like frame rate, it could cause judder, it could cause, frame time issues, essentially. Well, I don't know if it's frame, I'm not sure if it's called frame time or not, but it's like, no, I think it's like the milliseconds, essentially. Like, it's supposed to be like 16 for like the 60 FPS, and like 8 or whatever for like the 120. But if it's variable, it may not actually be 8. It might still be like 16 if it's real bad. So, but I figured I would use these settings because that way you could see where it's like, even I don't hit every shot, even with these settings. And it's, you know, the freaking, the actual aim sensitivity itself, which would make the aim assist stronger right here. Look, horizontal speed, vertical speed would make the aim assist stronger. I still won't be able to hit every single shot. So, you know, you'll notice that, you know, that there's a lot of people in this game that just are clearly cheating. I mean, heck, you already seen where I was behind a building and still getting shot around it. You gonna tell me that's just what? A glitch? Really? Yeah, I don't think so. Here, let's look at my ping. Oh yeah, 24. Huh. 24 ping. It's usually anywhere from 21 to 24. So I got really low ping. People can't sit there and use that as an excuse. Solid 60 FPS, as you can see. Can't use that as an excuse. You know, it seems kind of funny how there's a lot of... all the excuses that people would normally make, they clearly can't make. Solid 60. Extremely good ping. I mean, I'm just pointing out the obvious. Because some of these cheaters will sit there and try to say, oh, well, it's just a ping. Dude, I got really low ping. What are you talking about? So, yeah. That's a bot. Check this one real quick. Then we'll go in Kurt's house. Okay, let's check this one and then we'll go that way. Yeah, I don't know, they ruined Fortnite. I mean, heck, even graphically, it ain't that much better. Like, it's really not better at all, to be honest, graphically, because, yeah, I mean, heck, if you play it on PS4 and you play it on PS5, there's not really much of a difference at all. Okay. That's glitched. Yeah, did you see the Homer in the item shop? Did you? They did that because they want more money, obviously. Yeah, it's only because they want more money. That's just sort of obvious. I mean, why would you release them in a battle pass and then turn around and put them in the item shop? Look at that. That was my point. I can't break the donuts in one hit, like the one guy was. And I've already proven that even this SMG is not exactly quite as active as what the one guy was, you know, making it look to be. There's just too many cheaters on this game that Epic won't do nothing about. You know, I didn't, you know, I used to sit there and think, you know, not everybody's cheating. Not everybody's cheating. I get it. Not everybody's cheating. Well, heck, now you get that feeling like 90% of them are cheaters. I mean, when they're sitting there doing what they're doing, there's no way. It literally don't make any sense without cheating. You can sit there and think about it 15 times. 5,000 times. You're still not going to be able to make sense out of it. Not without, you know, obviously them cheating. Well, I've been finding a lot of big pots. What'd you already eat? That was awesome. Nope, still can't destroy it. One hit. Nope, still can't destroy that one hit either. Seems kind of funny how I can't one hit these donuts, but the one guy was just sitting there, ping, 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 one hit every one of them. Seeing if I could get any more shockwave grenades out of any of them though. Yeah, and you can't see through these bushes. Can't see through these bushes, not even if you go up top above them. But boy, there are some people that could just laser you while you're in there. You could be in there not shooting or nothing. In fact, I takes the zip line. Wow, how did he go that fast? Zip lines don't go that quick. Dude got on it, and next thing you know, wait, what? You could see where it wasn't even going that fast after he hopped on it, and then all of a sudden it just started zooming. I like how he had 40 shield instantly. Sitting there tapping him, and he taking all this health from him, and then magically he's got shield. That much shield. Yeah, I was sitting here running and sliding like that the other day, and dude freaking just headshotted me with a hunt rifle. Didn't even try or nothing, just aimed and shot, and that was it. Like, uh-huh. You're obviously not using aimbot, huh? People make it so obvious, and then Epic just don't quite get it, I guess. Not sure why. It's like, dude, you can clearly see they're cheating. Oh, I got circle. Let's go. See if I can get this dub. Or if dude's cheating. We'll find out. Now, just because even if I don't win, that doesn't necessarily mean he's cheating. But most of the time, I mean, when you look at what they're doing, it's sort of a dead giveaway that they probably are. Haven't seen footsteps pop up or nothing. Oh, he's over here. Look at that. He didn't even aim. How did you hit that not aiming? Dude doesn't even have to aim and he hits every shot. Look at that. Come on now. There ain't no freaking way, dude. He started hitting shots when he wasn't even aiming. Epic ain't gonna do nothing until they get sued and people actually start winning them lawsuits, because, well, you know. Oh, and by the way, just so everybody knows, it is false advertising, which is illegal for them to do. The reason why it's false advertising is because, well, when you go over here and you go down to here and you go to the legal and you look at all the legal information and you see where they tell you about cheating, and if you're caught, they can even take you to court and do all that other bull crap, you know, the whole 9 yards. Well, I got some news for you, but you know, when they're sitting there saying that they'll ban you and all this, that, and the other, and so on and so on, and yet they clearly refuse to do anything about cheating. I mean, it's just obvious. They literally refuse to do anything about cheating, but they're advertising that they do. That is literally false advertising. You cannot advertise to people, oh yeah, we do something about cheating, by the way, and then do jack squat about it. Let's see here. Game currency content. Yeah, but it ain't even just PC players, though. I mean, even console players are cheating. But if they do make it, I want to see if they would make it to where you can actually, like, turn it off, where it's like, you know, you don't have to be matched with PC players and it's just all console players. That's one thing. But then, even then, though, you know, you can still freaking cheat. Let's see, look, Sony, Microsoft and Xbox users, Apple iOS users, third part. Oh, here you go. You already seen the thing about part of it about how, let's see, there's BattleEye. That's one of the anti-cheat systems. But yeah, they claim to do something about cheaters, and it's right here in all this crap, and yet they refuse to do anything about it. So when they sit there and refuse to do anything about it, and they're advertising, hey, we do something about cheating, You're advertising that you do something about cheating, obviously. But if you're not doing anything about cheating, guess what? That's false advertising. It's illegal, and it's a big company. That's why it's illegal. Because if it was just like some Joe Schmo off the street, it's not illegal, funny enough. But if it's a company and they're falsely advertising, then yeah, it's illegal. Now, you guys can also contact the BBB, Better Business Bureau, on top of that, if you wanted to see what they would say about, Epic Games' Fortnite bullcrap, where they claim this, that, and the other. There's also a lawyer company out of, I believe it's California, that they actually specifically sue game companies and developers and stuff. So I believe it's out of California. I can't think of the name of them, but I believe it's out of California. But no, yeah. I mean, you cannot sit there and say that, yeah, we'll do something about cheating. We'll even take you to court if we have to, and blah, 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 but do nothing. Like, why do you think there's so many cheaters running around your game? Maybe because you're not doing anything about them? You ever think about that? Maybe because you unbanned 90% of them? That's something else, too. When you unbanned so many of them, and you wasn't even banning them for a long time anyways. I mean, because for a long time they wasn't even banning people. I mean, think about it. If you're not banning people off of your game for cheating for a long period of time, and then you turn around and freaking unban the ones you did ban, imagine how many cheaters are on here now. It's crazy. People can sit there and try to make excuses for Epic Game, but solid 60, really low freaking ping. I'm hardwired on everything, including the controller. I'm just pointing out the obvious. Controller's hardwired. USB. Well, it's a USB-C, but still. Then you got the internet that's hardwired. I got freaking hardwired internet. I don't use that wirelessly. So, I mean, I'm just pointing out the obvious, Where the heck is the other guy? I don't know. There ain't nothing in here, I don't think. I'll get this guy. I know you don't have a weapon, but I don't care because you wouldn't care if it was me. Oh, look, I can't hit him. Oh, my gosh. See, I still shot him. Well, see, the thing is if that would have been us, they would have never even let us try to land in the first place. They would have just tried to shoot us. And even when we landed, knowing that we didn't have guns, they would still try to shoot us. Well, it's just after so many times of them doing that, it's like, well, the heck with it then. We'll do it too. There's no point. Because if we can't even freaking, if we can't land and not have a gun for 2 seconds without getting shot, well, might as well not let anybody else have this, Yeah, I might as well go down here and swallow them. Or at least one of them. Yeah, I'll eat the other one too. Heck with it. Yeah, I got 6 of them on me, so. No, actually, they hit you over time, actually. I noticed that. I didn't count them. I think they give you more... 6... Yeah, I think it is 8. I don't see him jumping out. No, I'll wait till they use the toilet, and then I'll shoot them right in the back when they come up the toilet. What? Somebody else! And they dropped all the way down. There's somebody, there's a whole other team. Look at that. And that dude's freaking aimbot, obviously. Drops down, hits me, and then shoots the other guy and never misses. Didn't even have to aim on the 2 shots on the other guy either. Shot him with a pistol and a freaking shotgun. No, a hunting rifle it looks like, actually. Yeah, he didn't even have to aim on 2 of those. I'm like, not aiming on the shotgun, but come on, all them other guns? Really? Just still hitting every shot, though? But my thing is, he drops down, instantly hits me, gets me, and it turns in instantly gets the other guy, essentially. And doesn't miss any of the shots. Hits everything. But, you know, if you message one of these people, like, oh, I got a lucky shot. No, you're full of crap. Oh, Kurt, look. Look out in the water. Hurry up for the game starts. Look at her. What? Yeah, Elmer's peeking out the water. Yeah, but it's gonna be like freaking. I don't know if they're gonna have Godzilla and King Kong in it. They might. I wonder if you can swim to them. Yeah. Yeah. He's still there. I don't think it'll let us go that far. Not from when we're on this side. That is pretty cool, though. Not all of them are bots over here. Told you. Doesn't seem like he misses anything neither, though. Man, but where's his teammate? What's his AFK? I don't know. If he's here, he's hiding. It's a bot. That fucking launch patch still sitting over here? I don't think it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think they're still over here. I think they're just running around because I think they've been freaking smacked everybody over here. Figured. Oh wow, there's another team to your left shooting at them. Oh, I'm out of ammo. That's pretty wild. Yeah, it's AR ammo. I got ammo of everything else, just need AR. Yeah, I can't believe that. There was a team to the left all of a sudden. I see him. Knocked. To my right. He's over here. Right in front of me. Ow. Ow. Hang on. Is he even still up there? I don't see him. Yeah, footsteps are still here. I think he's right here. Yeah, don't miss nothing. Thankfully, I didn't hardly miss anything either. Hang on a second, there's a chest right here. hang on. Gotta grab those. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember what he did to. Good. Oh, hang on, there's a sandwich right here. Did that not work for you? There should be some more in here, I think. Need to get us a new car. They're shooting over here too. They're right here actually. Here his girlfriend comes. Yeah, he is. He don't miss. Look at that. Look how fast he's moving and he doesn't miss. I love how people... Look at this. He doesn't miss. The only shots he misses are probably the ones he's doing on purpose. I guarantee it. Because you can clearly see how fast he goes. Because he drank one of them drinks. Yeah, he drank the drink, so you can clearly see he's moving a lot faster. And he still doesn't miss nothing, no matter how quick he's moving? Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's funny how dude doesn't know how to miss. It totally makes sense. Oh crap, let me see here. I want to use those ones. You know what? I might... No... Yeah, why not? I'll just use those ones. Make sure everything's set up right. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay. We'll get back to this guy here in a second. Because he can move so quickly and don't miss nothing. You can literally hear him not missing anything. You don't even have to watch the guy to know he's not missing. Look at that. As soon as he aims. Now, just so everybody knows, how the first shot accuracy works is you gotta crouch down, and you gotta give it a second. Clearly he didn't do that. Look at that. Clearly he's not doing that. Look, miss on purpose. Clearly. Because you don't go from hitting every single shot to missing every single shot, unless you're doing it on purpose. Look at that. Come on, you're sliding and you can barely even see the guy. From that far away, and yet you just... Yeah. Come on, Epic. I told you I was freaking, you know. I told Epic, straight up, like, I'll get video footage. I'll get proof. Ain't that hard. This guy's up to 14 kills, right? And he's doing everything with just 3 guns. And he looks like he's barely putting any effort into anything. Look at that. Look at that! It locked on the dude's head. He literally locked onto his head. As soon as he aimed, you could see it just go whoop straight to his head. I told Epic Games, bro, I'm like, look, even if I don't sue you, somebody else will. Because once they see all the proof, and clearly you guys ain't doing nothing, time after time after time again, somebody's going to eventually just say, screw you, and start suing the crap out of you. And it's not going to be hard to prove that you ain't doing nothing about cheating when people are like me sitting there streaming, and it's like, see? See? How much more obvious does it get? Like, what kind of freaking proof do you need? You're going to tell me that, okay, this dude walks out of the bush, as soon as he aims, it just locks onto his head? How come I can't do that? How come Kirk can't do that? How come half the other people that we know can't do that? I say half because, well, the other half, I don't know. But at least half of them I know. And the reason why I say the other half I don't know is because, never know, some of them could be cheating. But at least half of them I know ain't cheating, so. But how come I can't lock onto somebody's head like that? I gotta actually try to aim at their head. That dude just pushed down in his mouse or his freaking trigger and was like, oh, locked on. Pow, right in the face. 240 damage. Like, how much proof does Epic Games need? When you can have, you can play 2 games, 2 freaking matches and get more than enough proof because of the fact that it's like, well, look at what they're doing. And all it takes is like 2 matches. And it's not, and you know, I don't, and you know, here's the crazy thing. So, some people might be like, well, you know, Epic could sue you for defamation. No, they can't. Because it's not a lie. Where's the lie? This is the game that I feel that has the most cheaters. I've never seen another game have more cheaters than this game. That's the truth. Well, I don't know if they really need to do anything about guns. It's more of just cheating, like. Like, how are they gonna not do anything about cheaters? And they claim to do something about cheaters. It's false advertising. If you're gonna claim that you do something about cheating, and then you turn around and don't, and you're a company with your own game, I'm pretty sure that's illegal. But no matter which way you put it, though, why aren't they doing anything about cheating? They could swear they are. They could swear they take it seriously. But if they were doing anything about it, then how is it not changing at all whatsoever? And I mean, it is changing. It's getting worse, but that's because people are noticing them not doing anything about it. Obviously. The more people that notice Epic Games not doing anything about cheating, they're literally going to start cheating. There's no point not to. Why would you not cheat on a game that the developers aren't going to do anything about? Just saying. You might as freaking well. And I'm not telling you to actually cheat. I'm not trying to say, hey, go out and cheat. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying they ain't going to do nothing. I mean, and you know, people can sit there and try to say, oh, well, you don't know if they're doing it. Every time on every single game, doesn't matter if it's this game, Call of Duty, don't matter what game it is, you get notifications, okay? And you will get a notification if they do something about a cheater. Because they used to give out notifications on here when they actually did something about cheating. And you'd get this notification that would literally state, like, you know, suspect apprehended. Yeah. When's the last time anybody's got one of those? About 10 years ago? I mean, not that long ago, but still. It's been long enough. It's been long enough that you can literally prove that they ain't doing nothing about cheating. It's been that long. I could take this Ranger shotgun and shoot somebody 12 times for 100 each, and somehow they'll just freaking one pump me, or one shot mode like a freaking AR or something. I've had that happen on here. I hit one guy for like 400 or 500 one day, and he just turned around and shot me once. It's like, are you freaking serious? Like, and I didn't give him time to heal up or nothing like that. Yeah, that was me. I went down the crapper to see if anybody was down here. But no, Epic just refuses to do anything about cheating. Clearly. Like, I guarantee you, I'll start streaming again tomorrow, and I won't play the game whatsoever. Okay? I guarantee you, when I get on, you're not gonna see anything that says suspect apprehended, and yet you clearly seen the previous day where people were clearly cheating. That's just how it works. Because Epic Games don't care. I straight told him I was gonna get friggin' proof. I mean, you're gonna tell me some dude's just gonna aim, and as soon as he aims, he locks on some dude's head? I don't think so. If I aim, it don't automatically lock on the people's heads. Got some news for you, but that ain't how that works. And if I can't do it, Kirk can't do it. Half my other friends can't do it. Well, I mean, doesn't that kind of prove the point? Doesn't it kind of make it kind of obvious? I mean, I just don't understand why Epic just refuses to do anything. Because every time I talk to them, they're like, oh, no, we take it very seriously. They don't. Then ban these people. Get rid of them. We take it very seriously. No, you don't. Literally. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Don't miss. I like how they knew that I was over there. And I don't even see how they knew I was over there because, you know, as soon as I shot the bot, yeah, but as soon as I shot the bot, they already were on their way. They were literally already on their way. It makes no sense. But I think it's funny how they don't miss. And Epic's, you see, that's what gets me though, is Epic tends to think that people aren't cheating because they can record them, they clearly cheat on them, obviously. But the thing is, look at that. Dude falls down and still don't miss. Look at that. Doesn't miss. Now, you will see some shots miss, but that's only so the anti-cheat system don't pick it up. Which I wish people would get that through their heads and quite, understand that, because it's like, if you don't want the anti-cheat system, because some people be like, well, they're missing shots purposefully. You realize that if the anti-cheat system will pick it up, if a certain amount of shots hit, and you don't miss anything. However, if you hit, and then just magically start missing, look, like that guy just did. He just magically started missing everything. You don't just go to missing everything after you just hit every single thing. Nobody just hits every shot and then turns around and misses every shot. It don't work that way. So, but, the anti-cheat system, however, will pick it up. If you are not missing ever, it'll pick it up. And when it picks it up, guess what happens then? What happens then is nothing, because the anti-cheat system didn't pick it up. It didn't even think it was freaking cheating. How's it supposed to know if they're using aimbot if, I don't know, they miss? I mean, just watch how active this guy is. Look at that. You're going to be going that fast, slide, and still hit that? It's like, dude, it's literally on the guy like he didn't miss nothing. It's almost like when you can tell, too, because whenever the dude was going that fast, jumped and slid and all that crap, you could see where all of a sudden the crossover is just straight up on the guy. But wait, Epic ain't gonna do nothing. We all know that. This is why it's better for I want to suggest that everybody start gathering proof that clearly Epic's not doing anything, because it's not that hard. If you're on PlayStation, just hit live stream, dude. I don't care if you're on freaking YouTube or freaking Twitter or Twitch. But the thing is if you're on Twitch, it won't save, so you do have to figure out how to manually make sure you save the video. But I don't care if you're on Twitch or YouTube. The more people that starts gathering proof, maybe Epic will actually finally do something. Because until then, where they get seriously sued, and people have the proof, and it's like, you can't fight your way out of that. Epic would not be able to fight their way out of that. There's a lot of people that, But, I guess the one way they would fight out of it would be they would, what's that called? They would just do a bunch of settles. They would just settle with so many people and just give them so many thousands of dollars because they know people are greedy. Yeah, they'll just settle with them. They'll settle with a lot of them. See, me, I don't care about money. It can kiss my butthole. I don't care about it. I don't care about money whatsoever. It means nothing to me. So, it's just one of those things where I don't care about money. But, there's a lot of people that are just greedy to the point that it's like, a lot of them will just settle. So, but then you might get some of them that won't settle. Then what? It'll cost you more in the long run at that point. Because you're going to be forced to have to do something about, as an example with Epic Games, they would have to be forced to do something about cheating, or they would have to pay out, they'd essentially go freaking broke. But if you notice, I want to point something else out to everybody. If you notice, if me and Kurt sit here and we watch every single match, 90% of the time, no, 90% of the time, not 100, but 90% of the time, the people that we get smacked to normally win the match. So how do you explain that? How is that actually explainable? I guarantee you these guys win. This guy doesn't know how to miss. Wait, look. Wait for it. He's gonna, there you go, hit him, there you go. And you're knocked. Big shocker there. Wait for it. Come on, aim about the other guy. You can aim about the bot, but you won't because you're more worried about the guy himself. Come on, aim about the other guy. Come on now, hurry up. Oh, you missed it on purpose. Eh? Oh, you did it again. Yeah, you don't want the anti-cheat system to pick it up to you. Oh, you ain't gonna miss that window. Big shocker. You know, here's the thing. I want to explain this to everybody too that's out there and anybody that watches this video. I want to explain something to you guys. How can I sit here and call out exactly what's going on before it even happens if I don't know that they're cheating? They're clearly cheating. I've seen it so many times. I mean, there's no way, you know, every single person is going to play the exact same. You see what I'm saying? So how can you sit there and call out what they're going to do? Unless you know they're cheating. And it's sort of obvious that they're cheating. I mean, how much more obvious can somebody make it than the people that play on Fortnite? Just saying. Huh. But yeah, so, I mean, it's sort of obvious. There's so many people on Fortnite that don't even hide the fact that they're cheating. They don't have to. They don't have to because they know Epic ain't gonna do nothing. Yeah, so, you know, but my point is, when I was talking about how can I call out what they're doing, it's because I know they're cheating. Because I've seen, because cheating, essentially whenever they all cheat like that, they're cheating the same way. Like, you can't hide the way you're cheating, right? So if you're cheating like using aimbot, I can clearly see you using aimbot. It's kind of obvious if you're not missing nothing. Or even if you are missing shots, you're probably doing it on purpose. But how you could tell is, you know, when you look at them, you'll notice that they'll obviously miss some shots, but then it's like, you'll look and be like, how are they hitting all these? Like, you can't explain how they're doing this, but you can explain how they're doing that, but not this. So essentially, dang it. Like, okay, so if I get lucky and I turn and hit somebody, sure, I got lucky. But you're not going to do that every freaking time, really. Yeah, there's no way. And there's no way that there's that many people that's playing fair that's just getting that lucky every single time. Not happening. There's no freaking way. It just drives me crazy because it's like, dude, Epic won't do anything about it. But if we can get enough people, like, just live streaming the fact that they're not doing anything about cheating, maybe they will. Because they're not going to have much of a choice, because they're either going to have to pay out a ton of money or pay out a ton of money and still have to do something. Because for the people that can't be bought out, well, I mean, there's a lot of, you know, a lot more cost than just freaking, yeah, than just a settlement. So it would cost them a lot more money to not do anything about cheating than it would to actually start doing something about cheating. Problem is there's just not enough people out there freaking outing Epic Games for not doing anything about cheating. That's the problem. Just not enough people out there outing Epic Games for not doing anything about cheating. Because if there was, you know, you best believe there wouldn't be all that many cheaters in the game. You know, I get there's going to be cheaters even when you take care of them. You know what I mean? I get it. But the fact is there's too many of them, so that means they're clearly not doing much of anything. Because if they were actually doing something, I mean, I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a lot of cheating companies that sort of got sued and shut down. Even if it wasn't specifically for Fortnite. So why is there still so many on Fortnite? It doesn't make any sense. It just don't make any sense. I mean, even if you're not normally a streamer, live stream it anyways, just because of the fact that you need, you know, the word to get out. Like, hey, look, they're clearly not doing anything, you see? Like, dude, I'll get on tomorrow and you'll see that I won't start up the game until I stream. And you will see it yourself. There's not going to be anything that says, suspect apprehended, huh? We did something about a cheater, huh? Like, nope. Because they're not going to do anything about cheating. No matter how many freaking cheaters you report, they're not going to do anything. And I'm not even, me and Kurt's not even bad at the game. Like, when we get into a fair lobby, where there's no cheaters, or at least very, very few, very minimal, it's usually not that bad. And when I say very minimal, I'm talking like maybe one or two that, you know, either end up getting smacked or freaking, we end up smacking them. But the point is, though, is the fact that, you know, there's just too many of them. And if you were doing something about cheating, there wouldn't be so many. That's the thing about it. There literally wouldn't be so many. And there have been games that actually shut down because they've had so many cheaters that they couldn't really do anything about it. So I think if Epic can't do anything about cheating on this game, then they need to shut the game down. Stop milking it and freaking do something about cheating, or just shut the game down. Yeah, if they kept going that way. I don't know if that's the people that was up here, though. Look at that. Not missing any shots. I don't know. I shot. The dude in the car shot and hit me with everything. Sitting there driving that quick and hit me with everything. Dude, that crapper don't go nowhere. That crapper don't go nowhere. That crapper don't go nowhere. No, it's not a bird. It's a plane. It's a plane. It's Superman. Anonymous 265, right? Yeah, and see, that's something else too. You can clearly tell how fast they're turning and still not missing anything. Yeah, like that adds up. It was the Anonymous 265 that got you, wasn't it? Oh, so it's the guy who's actually watching. Why won't it let me go back to him? It won't even let me go back to him now. Which one? Yeah. Let me get back on him real quick. 'Cause I was on him, but there we go. Now I'm back on him. Was he the one that got me too? Yeah, he's the one that got me too. But if he was up top and I was getting shot by somebody else, how'd he get me? It just don't make any sense because I was getting shot by somebody else. But it says this guy's the one that got me. It don't make no... I don't know. I know this guy apparently don't miss, because I know whenever you went up there, all I heard was his SMG just go off, and it just every single shot hit. Well, I didn't see him aim at you. Let's see if they win the match too. I bet they do. This guy don't miss anyway, so they probably will. That's sort of just obvious. Like I said, 90% of the time, though, that whoever smacks us, they end up winning. 90% of the time. So my point is either they're cheating or we're just that good. I mean, I know we're good at the game. I mean, if you look at our stats, you see that, but yeah, you're only shooting the walls because you want to make sure you're not hitting them. Well, this guy's trying to make sure he's not hitting every single shot. Because obviously if he does, then okay, system. I just love how you can tell when somebody's cheating, and that's, you know they're cheating. You get video footage that they're cheating. Epic Games is like, nah, we don't care. Like somehow that makes sense. Oh yeah, just start missing. Bad shotgun shot. I think he's messed it up. Ooh. I'm surprised. turds over hell. Daggone, look at all that. After this one, I'm like, eat real quick after this one, and then I'll be back. I want to see if, you know. Yeah. Need to get Tip on. Get your old lady on here, and we'll definitely have a bunch of bots. Bring my old lady and your old lady in it. They'll bring all the bots to the yards. I got a pistol. Not this one. Oh, there we go. Oh, here's another guy. I don't know if he's a bot or not. What the heck did you do? Oh yeah, don't miss, don't miss. Don't miss or nothing. I'm only just all over the place. And you're literally not missing not one shot. Oh yeah, this one don't know how to miss. I'm sure you'll recognize it. I think I hit him, but see right there, that proves my point right there. So obviously everybody can see how close I was to the person, right? You can see when they aim in. So how can you explain him hitting every shot? Because, well, here's the thing. If most people use a lower aim sense, then you're not going to be aiming, tracking somebody that close. Not like that. There's no way. So, they're freaking not doing anything about cheating on here, obviously. Okay, I don't know if I should end the stream for now or just... Because I can't. It's not going to really do anything. It'll just be sitting here, so... I don't know. I guess I'll end the stream for now and then... start her back up later or something. Well, yeah, if you guys enjoyed, please give it a big fat thumbs up. If you do decide to subscribe, make sure to turn your post notifications on. Make sure to set them to all. Thanks for watching. Have a great and blessed night, and I'll catch you in the next one.